Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your financial reading for the middle of March 2019. This month I go live every single day at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you want to catch me live, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and you will catch me live. But Cancer, let's see what's going on for you here for this month, for finances, for the rest of this month, I should say. And it already looks really good, Cancer. So I like it. This month I'm doing something a little bit different as well. I'm pulling 3 tarot cards as well. And these 3 tarot cards are your main focus, or what your main focus should be for your finances for the month. And you start off with the 7 of Pentacles. So I feel like this is talking about building something long term. So I feel like a lot of you should focus on the long term and building something that lasts for a long time, like a business or a job that will last for maybe even the rest of your life. So I don't know, that's not normally what this card means. Normally this is a card of like patience and kind of harvest and profits and things like that, but I feel like it's talking about building something more long-term in your life. Next, Cancer, you have the Page of Pentacles. I got lifelong student on this card, so I feel like some of you could be picking up a hobby or a skill, or you could be picking up a new job or a business that is going to be a lifelong teacher for you. So I feel like some of you, it could be that. It could be something intuitive as well. You know, some of you could be becoming an astrologer, a tarot card reader, you know, pretty much anything like that. So I feel like a lot of you could be working in those areas as well. But it could be something else, you know, where you have to learn for the rest of your life. I always tell people astrology is great because you could live for 200 years and you'd still have plenty to learn. So, you know, it is kind of a lifelong study. But for some of you, that's what I got. For others, I feel like this could be just your finances stabilizing. I feel like this could be a job offer, very simply, or some other type of offer that brings in some money. It could even be a loan. I'm getting like credit, loan, something like that. And finally, you have the High Priestess. I feel like you need to trust your intuition here. Like I said, we already have your playing cards laid out here for the month. And you do have the 4 of Clubs as well. The 4 of Clubs and the High Priestess are both cards of trusting your thoughts. They say just trust the thoughts that pop into your head. Your thoughts are in line with the truth. Your thoughts are trying to lead you towards more success. So basically, trust your thoughts. In the playing cards, first, in your current situation, you have the 5 of Diamonds and the 9 of Clubs. This could represent some of you trying to sell something. So some of you could be trying to sell a home or a car or something expensive with this 5 of Diamonds. 5 of Diamonds is an awesome card for selling anything, really, but especially expensive things, like I said, like a home or a car. They're also great cards for settlements. So if you're waiting for a settlement in a legal matter, or if you're waiting for like child support, anything like that, this could represent more money coming in from those areas as well. For others, 9 of Clubs is a card of opportunity and achievement and recognition. It says that there could be a lot of opportunity for you to stand out this month at work, and it is a card that says you should be trying as hard as you possibly can to stand out in work or business. You know, in work, this is a card of like needing to brag to your boss about like what a great job you're doing and all this other stuff. Or it's like a card of needing to do extra work so you can stand out, because the 5 of Diamonds says if you do that, you could make more money, you could get a promotion, you could get a raise, anything. Same thing in business as well. These are amazing cards for social media. I always tell people, like, when this card comes up, like if I were to get this card in a reading, here, I work on YouTube, I would be putting out like as many extra videos as I possibly could. This is a card of like needing to try to get noticed. And, you know, it says that maybe not everything that you do will get you noticed, but the things that work will lead to a lot of money with this 5 of Diamonds, so it's totally worth putting the work in. Next, you have the 8 of Diamonds and the Queen of Hearts. Yeah, this is you. I feel like, you know, it's kind of like a weird message. I feel like this is coming up for several people. I just did Pisces reading, and I think they had something very similar, but I feel like there are just going to be a lot of like just straight up work opportunities for water signs coming in. And what I mean by that is it's like it could be one of those things where it's just like there's just a job and you just do the job and you get paid, like just like straight up work in a lot of ways. So I feel like some of you could just have a plain old job coming in. It could be, you know, kind of just a boring job, but at the same time with the 8 of Diamonds, it says you will get paid appropriately for whatever this job is. So it says you really have nothing to worry about. And yeah, like I said, it might be a boring job or whatever, but at the same time, you know, it will pay you for the work that you do. For others, this says you hold the keys necessary to be successful in the future. So the 8 of Diamonds is a card called the Key. It says you have all the keys you need to be successful, basically. You just have to open the doors. So it is a card of like opening doors in your life and needing to put yourself in situations like with this card right here where you can be successful. 9 of Clubs says give yourself as many chances as you possibly can to be successful in some area of your life. So I feel like a lot of you just need to put yourself out there. I feel like a lot of you just need to put yourself in situations to get lucky. Kind of like Taurus. Taurus always gets these messages where, like Taurus, for example, like last week kept getting the Wheel of Fortune. And I kept saying to them, I don't really think that your luck is changing. I think you're just putting yourself in more lucky, in more situations where you could be lucky. So I feel like kind of the same, I have like that same feeling for you. It's a different message, but very similar is what I'd say to you, Cancer. So I feel like financially, you just need to give yourself more chances. Like I said, 9 of clubs, card of chances. This card here, card of chances. So that's what I would do if I were you. Next, you have the 4 of clubs and the 10 of clubs. Yeah, I think Pisces had the same message as well. 4 clubs is a card of the retrograde, so it does say that there could be just better financial opportunity after the retrograde, of course, and so, maybe waiting until the end of the month to find something like job-wise would be a good idea. But this card also says your thoughts are in line with the truth, and I said the same thing to Pisces. I'm going to say to you is that during the retrograde, we can actually have very clear thoughts. Even though the retrograde can be confusing, we can gain a lot of clarity about things like our finances, like what we need to do to change them, or what we need to do to improve them in some way. So I feel like this is you gaining clear thoughts on your finances. And the 10 of clubs is leaps and bounds of success. The 10 of clubs for you, I actually feel like, is you getting more clear about your responsibilities financially, and you getting more clear about like what you want to do to make money. It's like, so the 10 of clubs is kind of like, I'm almost getting that weird, like a weirder feeling about it. I feel like for you, that it could be saying, like, maybe you do a certain job, but maybe you're like, I really don't want to do this for money. Maybe you want to do something else. So I feel like some of you could be making a change. 10 of clubs is also the card of abundance and just like more money. It's a card of leaps and bounds of success. So I feel like a lot of you could be having success by the end of this month. Next, you have the card of success and the 2 of hearts as well. So I feel like some of you could be matching up perfectly with a financial opportunity here. This could be a job or a business with a 2 of hearts. 2 of hearts, when it's not a love reading, can just say you're matching up with something that makes you really happy. You're matching up with something that could be making a lot of money. So just perfect match. 6 of clubs is the card of responsibilities. What I would warn you about here, Cancer, with these 2 cards here, is that they both represent, like I said, extra responsibilities, but they could also represent burdens, like people putting too much on you. So both of these cards say, like, if you're getting a job or if you have a job or a business, make sure that, like, other people, like your boss or, your clients, if you have a business or something like that, make sure they're not putting too much on your plate. Make sure they're not taking advantage of you. And, this is, like, a card that I would, like, call the creep. Not as in somebody who's creepy, but just, like, one of those things where you basically give somebody an inch and they take a mile. It's like maybe this could be like a client who comes in and maybe they just say, can you just do me just this one favor and next time I'll pay. There is no next time. Those should be the words out of your mouth here, Cancer. Trust me, as a Pisces, I totally get this. Pisces get taken advantage of like this as well. But I do feel like you kind of, like for some of you, I feel like you will have to stick up for yourself in front of your boss or to like a client or something like that. And like I said, with a boss, it could be like a boss who's like trying to get you to do their job, basically. And I feel like you need to say, no, I'm not going to do it. Because again, I feel like you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. So I would be careful of getting taken advantage of there. And finally, your outcome is the Jack of Diamonds. Very similar to this Page of Pentacles here, and the 7 of Clubs. So yeah, I just feel like slow, steady progress out of prison. 7 of Clubs is my card of escaping from prison. It's really just my card of removing limiting situations from your life, removing limiting circumstances from your life as well. So, but it's like very slow. So it's considered to be not such a great card. I actually intuitively feel like and always have felt that this is a card of improvements. So I don't really hate it as much as other readers who read playing cards might. With this card, it is a slow card, and it does say maybe things could be a little bit faster as far as improvements are concerned, but it's still a card of improvements, so, it doesn't really bother me. And Jack of Diamonds, I just feel like it's saying good news about money, so I feel like you could be getting very good news about money by the end of the month. But Cancer looks really good, so thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of your month.